Welcome to Chapter 3, Beyond the Clock, and a series I call Time. Master it or be ruled by it. In the previous chapters, we discussed the duality of time, where time is both an investment as well as a ticking clock. You might want to catch up on those chapters if you haven't listened to it yet. Our ancestors didn't have smartphones, but they seem to have a lot more time. Let's explore some historical views on time and see what we can learn. We're going to explore how different cultures have viewed time throughout history. Some focused on cyclical time, while others emphasized linear time. This section broadens the conversation by exploring historical views of time. It discusses the concept of cyclical time in ancient cultures and the concept of linear time in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It highlights the importance of understanding these historical perspectives for a richer understanding of our relationship with time. We will then move on to discussing time management in the digital age. This section examines the challenges of time management in our fast-paced world. It discusses the constant distractions from technology, information overload, and the always-on culture. And it provides strategies for combating these challenges, such as embracing mindfulness, scheduling deep work time, and decluttering your digital life. Pause for a moment to answer this question. What are your biggest time wasters when it comes to technology? How could you reclaim control and prevent distractions from dominating your schedule? Let's continue with Beyond the Clock, starting with cyclical time. The concept is that in cyclical time, history is seen as a repeating pattern. Events unfold, reach a peak, decline, and then return to a starting point. This cycle can be tied to celestial movements, agricultural seasons, or mythical narratives. For example, many ancient cultures like the Egyptians, Mayans, and Aztecs viewed time cyclically. Their calendars and rituals often reflected this concept, focusing on the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. Cyclical time emphasizes repetition, renewal, and the interconnectedness of all things. It promotes a sense of order and predictability within the grand cycle of existence. Now we look at linear time. The concept is that linear time emphasizes a one-way flow of time, with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Events happen in a specific sequence and don't repeat. Time is often seen as a valuable resource to be used wisely. For example, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all promote a linear view of time. History is seen as a progression towards a specific end point, often associated with divine judgment or a holy figure. This view gained traction in the West and became a dominant in modern society. Linear time emphasizes progress, development, and achieving goals within a finite time frame. It motivates action and planning for the future. Now looking beyond the binary. Not all cultures fit neatly into these categories. Some cultures blend cyclical and linear aspects or have more complex understandings of time. Indigenous cultures often view time as more fluid and interconnected with the natural world. Eastern philosophies like Hinduism and Buddhism may emphasize timelessness or a cyclical view of existence within a larger, unchanging reality. You may ask, why is this relevant? These historical perspectives on time shows us the cultural construction of time. It highlights how our concept of time is not universal, but rather shaped by our cultural background and beliefs. It provides context for different worldviews. It helps understand why some cultures prioritize cyclical rituals or focus on achieving goals in a linear fashion. It also demonstrates awareness of historical perspectives about the multifaceted nature of time. We will now look at the modern time crunch and discuss the challenges of time management in our fast-paced, technology-driven world. How do we combat constant distractions and information overload to safeguard our time investment? I call this sector the modern time crunch. Drowning in information but starving for time. Our modern world is a whirlwind of activity. Technology connects us 24/7. Information bombards us from every direction, and the pressure to be productive is ever present. This has led to a phenomenon known as the time crunch, a feeling of constantly running out of time to complete the tasks and experiences we value. Here's a closer look at the challenges of time management in this fast-paced environment. Constant distractions is number one. Smartphones, social media notifications, and a culture of instant gratification create a constant battle for our attention. Focusing on a single task for an extended period feels nearly impossible. Number 2, information overload. We are bombarded with information from emails, news feeds, and the constant urge to stay informed. This information overload can be mentally exhausting and make it difficult to prioritize the truly important things. Number 3, the always-on culture. Technology blurs the lines between work and personal life. Emails arrive after hours, and the pressure to be reachable creates a sense of never truly being off the clock. The glorification of busyness is the last point. Our society often equates busyness with productivity and value. This pressure to constantly be doing can lead to neglecting our well-being and sacrificing quality for quantity. So, how can we combat these challenges and safeguard our time investment? Here are 7 strategies. Embrace mindfulness. Mindfulness practices like meditation can help us become more aware of distractions and develop the ability to focus on the present moment. Schedule deep work time. Block out dedicated time slots in your calendar for focused work without distractions. Turn off notifications and silence your phone during these periods. Declutter your digital life. Unsubscribing from unnecessary emails, setting boundaries on social media usage, and actively managing notifications can significantly reduce information overload. Practice prioritization. Utilize tools like the Eisenhower Matrix to prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. Learn to say no to requests that don't align with your goals. Urgent, important, not urgent, or not important. Delegate and automate. Consider delegating tasks to colleagues or outsourcing them altogether. Explore automation tools for repetitive tasks to free up your time for more important activities. Embrace the power of off. Schedule time to disconnect from technology and recharge. This can be daily breaks, designated off hours, or even digital detoxes. Focus on outcomes, not activity. Remember, it's not about how busy you appear, but about achieving your desired outcomes. Measure your success by results, not by the number of hours you put in. By implementing these strategies, you can reclaim your control over your time and ensure you're investing in it, the things that truly matter to you. Remember, time is a precious resource, and protecting it allows you to live a more fulfilling and balanced life. Alright folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining me on this exploration through the history of time. Until next time, we will talk about living life in your own terms and the psychological impact of time. This is Point of View, signing off from Time. Master it or be ruled by it.